Hi there guys, I hope you are having a good day. Now, put the kettle on and let's talk some boxing. Anthony Yarde will be having his much anticipated comeback on the 24th of April against Eamon Atra, and that will be at York Hall as well. So he is coming back, but he's not changing his trainer, Tunde Ajayi. Now, he says that he has made changes, bringing in former boxer Steve Cook into his training camp. So there is something new there for Anthony Yarde. It's similar to what AJ done when he lost to Ruiz, not changing his head coach but bringing other people in. That can sometimes work, sometimes it cannot. I think that it depends whether Steve Cook gets along with Tunde as opposed to getting along with Anthony Yarde. That wouldn't be so much as a problem. I'm not entirely sure that Tunde Ajayi is going to want someone coming in and almost feeling like they are taking over, so as long as there is a working relationship, then that's fine. But communication is key in that situation. Now, should he have got rid of Tunde and bring in a new trainer? I'm not all for firing trainers and bringing new ones in just because they lose a fight. I think that what he needs to prove is that he is able to come back and he is able to do different things the next time around. So when the Lyndon Arthur rematch does roll around for Anthony Yarde, things need to be different. He needs to be able to get beyond his jab. And what he was able to show in that 12th round, he needs to be able to show for the entire contest, and that is going to be very important. So I think that we can judge Tunde and Anthony Yarde based off of a rematch or when they step up once again, because they did have the fight with Sergey Kovalev, but that was quite soon for Anthony Yarde. He was jumping levels. He didn't have that in-between fight, which would have been very important to the development of Anthony Yarde. So he does go from a lower level opposition then straight to the top, and I've even seen that with Daniel Dubois in his preparations when he was building up to the Joe Joyce fight. What did he fight? Like Fujimoto, then some other guy before he fought Joe Joyce. He didn't have the necessary development fights to get him ready. Sam Jones even said that in the build-up. You haven't had the in-between fight to get you to Joe Joyce. Daniel Dubois thought that Joe Joyce was the in-between fight, but he wasn't. And I've seen the same thing with Anthony Yarde. He hasn't stepped up gradually. He's gone from one level straight to the top against Sergey Kovalev. Now I know that Anthony Yarde wasn't the same level. It wasn't a world level fight. But still, he wasn't really prepared for that fight correctly. And when Lyndon Arthur was in there, he was tall, he was long, using his jab and his positioning and movement to outbox Anthony Yarde. Yarde had his moments, of course he did. It was a close fight, but you would think that Anthony Yarde, with his experience and with his attributes, you would think that he would be able to find a way back into the fight. But it seemed like Lyndon Arthur completely befuddled him, and when Anthony Yarde did manage to get on the inside and work up close, it was too late. We see that commonly with a lot of boxers who wait till the 12th round to actually build into the fight, and that is because they are desperate. They throw caution to the wind. Well, if I'm behind, I might as well get knocked out. If I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose in fashion. So therefore, they go for it in the 12th round. Now, Anthony Yarde needs to prove that he is able to bring that into his game earlier on in the contest to be able to get the victory, so he's not in that position again. And that is the important thing, to learn from their mistakes. Not just Anthony Yarde, but Tunde as well. Tunde is an inexperienced trainer, but he can do good things for Anthony Yarde. They have a great relationship. They're almost like brothers if you see them in the gym. But there does need to be some element of they need to get the victories, and when they have the big fights, when it matters, that's when it is very important to get that victory in a big fight. When he stepped up against Sergey Kovalev and Lyndon Arthur, he has been defeated. But let's have it right. Going over to Chelyabinsk in Russia and fighting Sergey Kovalev, I mean, if you look at who he fought before Sergey Kovalev and became mandatory, you can see that Anthony Yarde did do well in the fight, but still, he did not get the victory. He came close, and he came close also against Lyndon Arthur, but still did not get the victory. He's proven he's good enough to compete with these guys, but he lacks that one last step to get to beating them, and that is the operative word, to beat them. Anthony Yarde, I believe, has the ability to be able to do so, but there are fundamental problems with regards to how he builds up to that big fight, and the training perhaps behind the scenes, and in his corner as well, when he is having the fight, when he's in that big fight, when he needs that bit of inspiration, and not just lions in the camp. There needs to be more than that. There needs to be a game plan and advice given by his corner when he's in that situation. Had he had an experienced trainer in there when he was in the Sergey Kovalev fight, things could have been different, but also, had he had the learning fights building up to that, things would have been different. It is great that Anthony Yarde is loyal to his team, but his career is extremely important, and he has that ability that I hope does not go unfulfilled. He can be a great fighter, and I believe he will be, but he needs to get on the right track, have the right fights at the right time, and have the people around him that can give him the advice he needs when he's in that big fight. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below. Also leave a like and grab that subscribe button. Thanks, guys.